Saudi Arabia provides $10 million in medical aid and housing assistance to Ukrainian refugees in Poland. The contribution was provided through the Saudi Arabian government's King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center to the World Health Organization and the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees in August 2022. The funding will be used to purchase medical equipment and medicines for patients with conditions such as diabetes and cardiovascular diseases, plus vaccines for measles, polio, and tuberculosis. It will also be directed towards the urgent housing-related needs of displaced Ukrainians in Poland. These funds will be used to purchase bedding, including 100,000 blankets, 75,000 mattresses, bedspreads, and bedsheets, and 50,000 sleeping bags. Saudi Arabia is a laureate of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, a Shining World Leadership Award for Peace, and a Shining World Leadership for Loving Care Award. We are very grateful to you, Saudi Arabia, for your loving contribution and unconditional support towards the Ukrainians in these desperate times. May your country continue to be blessed multifold in Allah's infinite love.
New zoonotic disease found in China. A previously unknown zoonotic disease called the Lenya henipavirus was found in 35 humans in China over a 32-month period. The pathogen most likely originated in a small mole-like mammal called the shrew and was then passed to individuals who experienced nausea, fever, headaches, coughs, and more. The finding highlights the broad and unknown extent to which bacteria and viruses are being passed from animal people to humans and is estimated to account for 70% of emergent infectious diseases. Such concerning news, researchers from China on the ongoing spread of dangerous diseases from animal persons to humans. In Buddha's benevolence, may humanity soon switch to life-saving vegan food to ensure good health and a bright and peaceful future.
App promotes learning of European minority languages. An app called IndieLand was written to help preserve and teach people European minority languages. It was originally started by Dr. Katerina Strani of Heriot-Watt University in Scotland with European Union funding. It can be used by speakers of Spanish, English, Norwegian, Finnish, and Swedish to learn languages such as Cornish, Basque, Sami, Scots, and Galician, all which are endangered to some degree. The learning tool also includes information about the culture of each indigenous group. The app has now been made open source, meaning the source code is public and anyone is free to further develop the app to expand or improve it. Way to go, IndieLand team and Dr. Katerina Strani for helping to preserve the beautiful languages of the minority groups in Europe. In the radiance of the divine, may we cherish the wisdom and beauty of all cultures.
Infographics created by United States Climate Awareness Organization show electric vehicles' superior efficiency. A set of visual representations of data has been produced by the nonprofit Yale Climate Connections in the United States to highlight the extent to which electric automobiles are more efficient than their gasoline counterparts. The graphics show that in a gasoline car, only 16 to 25% of the original energy in the field actually gets converted into power that moves it forward. However, electric vehicles convert 87 to 91% of the energy consumed to move the wheels. The infographics illustrate that further improvements in efficiency can also be realized by using electricity generated by renewables instead of fossil fuels to recharge electric vehicles. Our appreciation, Yale Climate Connections, for calling attention to the advantages of electric cars. May we soon complete the switch to a green and sustainable global economy rooted in a compassionate vegan agricultural system. In God's support.
French sailor rescued after surviving overnight in cold Atlantic Ocean. Laurent Comprubi was saved off Spain's coast by the country's Maritime Safety and Rescue Society. Mr. Comprubi set off a distress signal when he realized his boat was in trouble at 8:30 p.m. on a Monday evening, 22.5 kilometers from Spain's northwest Galicia region. The Coast Guard found the capsized vessel in the darkness, but conditions were too difficult to attempt a rescue until morning. After 16 hours surviving inside an air bubble under the boat, Mr. Komprubi was reached by brave Coast Guard divers the following morning, who used a pole to pull him to the surface. Once safe, Mr. Komprubi hugged his rescuers and was airlifted to a hospital where he was found to be uninjured. How wonderful that you are safe and fine, Laurent Komprubi. Bravo, Maritime Safety and Rescue Society team members. May the Providence bless you for your courageous and noble actions in saving Mr. Komprubi and reuniting him with his family.
Vegan team, winner of renowned food truck contest in United States. Los Angeles-based Team Señorita achieved a historic victory by winning the Great Food Truck Race contest in its recent 15th season. Vegan chef and the founder of the pop-up Señorita, Ivanice Hoyts, and her teammates, Cheli Saludado and Audrey Law, created delectable plant-based offerings for each challenge given to them, impressing the judges. Ms. Hoyts, who went vegan as a teenager, founded the truck in 2017 to create plant-based versions of her native Cuban food, and now has an enthusiastic customer following for dishes such as jackfruit-based Cubano sandwiches, plant-based queso, and cassava fries. Ms. Hoyt intends to open a plant-based restaurant and teach low-income people how to inexpensively cook vegan food. Congratulations, Team Señorita, on your victory in the Great Food Truck Race with your fabulous plant-based items. May many more people realize that they can adopt a loving vegan diet without missing any taste in celestial splendor.
Lovely bird person in Singapore lands on shoulder of kind man offering to make friends. A sweet interaction between a bird individual and a man was posted on TikTok and attracted tens of thousands of viewers. A Javan Mina bird person landed on the right shoulder of a man named Mervin Anand, who was walking outside his apartment. Mervin repeatedly asked his new friend if she wanted to fly. However, she seemed content to stay, eventually moving to perch on his head. After a while, Mr. Anand wanted to say goodbye, but the determined avian friend did not want to depart. Mr. Anand's video has gained over 160,000 views and 560 plus comments from delighted netizens. Wonderful Javan Mina, your presence has brought people joy. Thank you, Mervin Anand, for sharing this fantastic moment. In the light of heaven, may humanity soon change to the compassionate way of living to protect our co-inhabitants and respected friends who deserve to live in freedom and love.